Hi, so in today's video I'm going to show you how I made these cute little pencil cases. They've got this great little detail on the end and they're really quick and easy to do, and they only look small but they hold quite a lot of pens, so I thought I'd show you how to make them. The finished size is about 8 inches by 2. Okay, you need a sewing machine, obviously. You need, if you're going to do them the same size as I'm showing you today, you need a 12-inch zip. You're not going to use it all, but it's best to have it bigger, and I use one of these continuous zips, so this has been cut to 12 inches. And then you need 2 pieces of fabric. This is my outer fabric and I've got some plain cream for my lining, and these have been cut at 10 inches by 7 inches. So I'm going to go to the sewing machine and we'll make a start. Okay, so I've got the fabrics wrong sides together and I'm going to overlock round all 4 edges. If you've not got an overlocker, you could use a zigzag stitch on your machine, or you could cut this with pinking shears and that would do. But I'm just going to overlock them for now. So that's that done, overlocked on all 4 sides. I'll just set up the sewing machine and we'll go to the next part. Okay, so I've put these little clover clips on the end of my zip because this is a continuous zip and I don't want to pull the zipper and it fly off the end. If you're using a continuous zip and you've not got these clover clips, just put a pin across the end. So basically what you want to do, you want to get your zipper and you want to put your zipper right side down to the right side of your fabric. So this is my lining, the cream, and this is my main fabric, the top fabric, the linen. So I'm going to place these right sides together and just have the zip overhanging at either end. There and there. And that's just so that I can keep the zipper out of the way when I'm top stitching in a few minutes. Going to change the foot on my machine to my zipper foot and just choose my zipper stitch. Okay, and I'm lining up the edge of the foot with the edge of my zipper here. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's all I'm doing. I'm using the edge of the zipper foot against the outside edge of my fabric. And we're just going to sew a straight line all the way down. And when I get to near the zip pull, I'm going to leave the needle in the down position, lift up the presser foot, and I'm just going to manoeuvre the zipper out of the way. Then put the foot down and carry on sewing to the end. And then hopefully when I turn this over you can see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to finger press that open so that that seam lies flat on the back. I want it to go inwards towards the rest of the fabric, not up towards the zip, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to push it flat. I'm going to put this back under the needle and top stitch. So again, I'm lining up the edge of my foot to the edge of this fabric, zip the needle over. Again, I'm just going to move the zipper out of the way, send it up here out of the way. Hopefully you can see that now, all sewn down. So now, where the zip's just been sewn, just move my machine a little bit. So where the zip's just been sewn down here, got a stray thread there, and this is the right side and the zip's the right side up. I'm going to bring this fabric up now so that it lines up on the sides here, either side, and so that the right sides are together still. So right side of the zip, right side of the fabric. And then this time I'm just going to turn it over because I prefer to sew on the zip side so I can see where I'm going. And we're going to sew down here. Just move the needle position again. And then again, just straight line all the way down. Going to stop the machine and lift the foot up and try and jiggle the zip out of the way a bit. Just making sure that my zip's lined up with the edge of my fabric. I don't know if you can see this, I'll move it in a bit more. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Now we've got to open the zip. I'm just going to take that off. No, I won't, because I'm making this look harder than it is. This is really quick and simple to do. I made the 3 I showed you in under half an hour. So we're going to open the zip but not lose the zip, obviously. And then we've just got to top stitch this side now. So again, we're folding the zip down so it goes towards the inside of the what will be the inside of the bag, and top stitch this now as close to the edge of the fabric as we can, all the way down. Does get a little bit tricky when you get to near the end of the bag, but if you take your time you can do it. You just have to jiggle it around so that you can get to the end section. Okay, so now that's done all the way down to the bottom. So now, making sure that your zip is open. It doesn't have to be fully open. Just going to tidy up some of these threads in a minute. Just bring it back in a little bit. We'll cut off some of these threads because they're in the way. So you want to open, have your zip now running right down the middle, okay, And then what we're going to do, you want to squash in this side until it gets to where the middle of your zip is. So you push that in like that, make a pleat and hold it, and do the same on the other side. So you push the outside edge in and make a pleat. You want to try and get them fairly evenly distributed. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a little clip in one side while I've got that one, and then try and do this one. So you've kind of got to open it up and push it into the middle. So you're making like a double fold. And you're going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to turn this round, just cut these threads again, got loose threads. And again, I'm holding it, we've got the zips open here, so I'm holding it, going to get this outside edge and push it in to make a pleat. Push it towards the centre like that. And again, I'm just going to put a clip on it for now. You could pin it if you've not got these clips. And then again, push this in. Push the outside edge in to form this double pleat. You want to try and get them fairly even. And then another way to maybe check is if you can push it in like this all the way down on both sides. Just put another, just to hold that for a minute, and then push these in so you can try and get an even fold all the way down. This isn't vital, but it just sometimes helps you line it up. So basically you've got your zip here, and then you've folded in your sides into the middle to form this pleat. And then you're going to sew using the edge of your regular foot. You're going to sew on your normal regular stitch. So with your needle in the middle, and you're going to use the outside edge of your presser foot here, lined up against here, and just sew across. And you're going to back stitch, set off with a few stitches, and then back stitch, then come across. Before you get to the end, back stitch, and I go all the way back and then come back again, just to make sure it's secure. Because you've got about 4 layers here. So I'm going backwards and then pushing it through all the way. When I get to near the edge, backwards, and keep coming backwards all the way back, and then all the way back through. And then I'll just take the clips off there. And you can trim away your threads. And then you can cut off this excess zip and then do the same on the other side. So I'll just do that. Get rid of that one now because I don't need it. And you've got a lot of bulk and a zip, so this is why you need to go backwards and then come back over. Take all the clips off that are holding it together, cut this excess zip off again, and then you need to turn it inside out. So okay, so I've moved the machine out of the way and hopefully you can see this better. So you just turn it inside out, push out your corners, And there is your little pencil case. Just grabbed a handful of the little girl's pencils. You can see it only looks small, but it holds quite a lot of pencils. Just make sure all your corners are pushed out. And that's it. So I hope you found that helpful. And as you can see the detail on the end, this just needs pulling out here. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.